You have to be persistent and you have to be proactive. If you just sit back and say, oh, well, I'll see, what happens. I'll put this out there and I'll let my agency do all the work. Well, you probably won't work very much in the end. When you find an agency, how do you know how much you should be doing and how much they should be doing and kind of balancing that out? Well, agencies, my agencies are wonderful. They do a lot of marketing for me, whether it be with my card or email and all of those things. But I, as a model, have to realize they have many models. They have many different models. So if I don't work with my agency by updating my materials, updating my card, getting new pictures, even to this day, I still test. I still go to different photographers and test. Because what can happen is your book starts looking old. I'm always changing my composite card. Every 6 months, I change it up. I get a new front to the composite card. I change around the pictures in the back. And this is being established. When you're starting out, it's probably not as necessary to be so aggressive. But the point is, you're giving your agencies the tools they need. But if you sit back and you have one card, and I know models that have had the same card for ever, 5 and 6 years. In New York, I know girls that just have the same front. Well, what happens is they stop working because clients then look at the agency cards. The agency will send a bunch of cards or a digital file of all the pictures. And then they keep seeing that same picture. And what does that say to someone? They're not working. They're not working. If the card is the same and the pictures are the same, they're not working. If someone else isn't hiring them, why should I? So that's why it's so important to always keep updating those materials and let your agency work for you. They're approaching the clients. You're not individually working for the clients or approaching the clients, but let them work for you and give them the right.
Them the tools that they need.
Exactly. And another point on that is, since they have so many models, they're not going to say, Marissa, it's time to, sometimes they do. They'll say, it's time to get you a new card. But agencies want you to be proactive, and they want you to know that they want to know that you're serious. They want to know that you're serious about this and you want a model. If you're not updating your card, it's not really their responsibility to keep telling you to do that. If you're not testing and giving them more to show their clients, I'm sure they want to tell you, but they have so many people that you kind of fall through the cracks, and then all of a sudden you just never hear from them. So another thing right now is digital shots of yourself. You take them at home, just like what I explained, very simple, not in a styled outfit, just jeans, a tank top, plain, no makeup. Agencies send that to the clients all the time, because if they're looking at a card, they'll say, okay, we want to see what she really looks like. So they want to show that. If you don't keep sending those digitals, then again, they don't have anything updated on you. So by making sure they have updated digitals, make sure they have an updated comp card, and make sure you have a constant flow of new pictures in your book, that's going to help them work for you. And you know what? When you do that, they are like, okay, this person's on the ball, and we're going to push them. We're going to push them. Because when you don't, and they don't hear from you, and they have the same thing all the time, they don't mean to forget you, but you just kind of fall by the wayside, and then that person that's doing that is the one that's going to end up booking the jobs. That's a whole other thing. If you change your hair, if you change anything about you drastic enough that you look different from your photos, you need to update your agency, and you need to tell them, this is how I look right now. New digitals, new card, new pictures. Why do you think I haven't changed my hair in ages? I keep the same color. I would love to go to a really short boy cut. I've always wanted to do that, but I don't, because I know what's involved. All my pictures would need to be changed, and I would not look anything like all the work that I've done so far, so I just keep it this way. But there are models that change their look, but they know they're going to go ahead and change. The worst thing you can do is show up at a job and have red hair, short cut, and then your picture is brown hair with long. It just looks so unprofessional. And they'll end up calling your agency and saying your model looks nothing, and it makes them look bad.